No, it is not a plane. No, it's not Superman. Yeah, it is a bird. It's Polychrome! You made it all the way from Hopkins? You were chased by a janitor? Mr. Beck tried to give you fish food? Well, no wonder the bus lady wouldn't let you on. Look, you forged a bus pass? You didn't even spell your name right. And everybody knows I only read Sparkle Pen. Sorry. Well, at least you brought your art passport. Yeah, but don't you know I canceled all the quizzes? Sorry. What's this message that you worked so hard to bring us? The message says, send more ARRRT. Ahoy, class. You heard the bird. The sun is peeking through the clouds, and it looks like a glorious day to ARRRT. So, it's time for your Daily Doodle. And today's theme, you may have already guessed it, is message in a bottle. That's right. We're all stranded on our own desert islands right now, aka our houses. So what message would you send to the great beyond in a bottle? How would it get there? What would your bottle look like? What kind of contraption would you use to send out this message to the world? What would it say? Show me all of these things. Show me its voyage. Show me its path. Whatever you want to tell me. Go with the theme, message in a bottle. Now, it's time for you to pause the video right here. Bob Ross and I will wait, as we always do. And when you come back, I'm going to send you on the next part of your ARRRT mission. And again, it's going to be another day where we will be raiding the pantry. So, right now, message in a bottle, pause and go. And we're back. So, today, what I need you guys to do before we get started is to go, with the permission of whoever is in charge of the kitchen, it's time to go raid the pantry. That's right, that's what makes art pirates. We raid things and then politely put them back in good condition. But today, you guys are going to need 3 sheets of paper in addition to your Daily Doodle sketch, 1 pencil, 1 eraser. And once you have that, you're also going to need a couple selections of bottles. We're running with the theme. So the first kind of bottle I want you to find is something round. It could be like our message in the bottle round, or it could be more like this kind of round. So find something that looks similar to this vein. And you'll just need 1 of those, although you can do more than 1. You're always welcome to do more ARRRT. Two objects for this assignment. The second object is going to be your challenge object. Now, your challenge object should have an element that is round and an element that is squared off. So for my challenge object, I really went for a challenge. I selected this lovely little bud vase that my friend Jill gave to me years ago when we were in grad school. And as you can see, it's got a delightful little glass tube to hold a stem, but it sits in this not even very square piece of wood. And I love it because it's a real challenge to draw. But I hear you saying, Miss Sause, I don't have anything like that in my house. That's fine. So this is where your art rating skills come in handy. So I want you to go into your kitchen and find objects that are both round and square. So for example, this bottle of salad dressing has a round top, but then a square body. Other things that fit this: milk bottle, square body, and round top, right? Other items, round body, this hand cream, square sides. Mustard. Notice how this is really round on the side, and then it's even an oval, but if you look at the side, it's more squared off. So any of these objects or anything similar to it fits the bill perfectly. So that's what we're looking for. So you have your items, one round bottle, one item that's a square and round bottle. Bob Ross and I are waiting. Go. Do you have your objects yet? Do you? Okay, welcome back. Today I'm going to start out by giving you guys some box feedback. Thank you to everyone who submitted your assignments already, and I've gone ahead and given individual feedback and tried to help you guys as best I can over the virtual world. But I wanted to talk just very briefly about a couple problems that I see pretty regularly and that I'm commenting on over and over again as I'm reviewing your work. So first off, let's talk about grip. When you are holding a pencil to draw, you're not going to hold it, and notice I actually hold it incorrectly between my wrong fingers. But let's say, sorry, Mom. Let's say that you hold your pencil correctly as you were taught to draw and to write. And usually when you are writing, your pencil is it's held very firmly and it's upright in your hand and you've got a nice grip on it. All right. For drawing, that's one thing. And it's good for giving you nice stiff lines. But when you're drawing, you want to use that sketching motion that I keep talking about. And to do that, you want to relax the grip of the pencil in your hand, let it fall back and rest against your thumb. And one of the things that when you learn to draw in a drawing class and learn about shading in particular, is that you work on a 45-degree angle. And the movement comes not from your wrist, but all the way back at your elbow. And so you're moving your whole arm, not just these little motions like this. You're doing big sweeping motions like this. And that saves wear and tear on your joints and your hands. You won't tire out nearly as fast, but it also gives you really consistent, once you've practiced it for a little while, these really consistent marks that are going all in the same direction. And so that takes some practice to get a hold of. But before you start that, I want you to work on, as you're doing your sketching motion, relax that pencil in your grip and then sketch back and forth, little tiny motions as you're going. And this allows you to correct your lines. And also when you bear down very hard on a pencil, your lines tend to wobble and they tend to curve one way or the other and not to be straight. When you're doing nice short little sketching motions, one, they're light, so they're very easy to erase. And two, it allows your eye a little bit of time to figure out if you need to move your pencil in one direction or the other. Okay, so that's the first step. Step two, let's look at the actual box. So what I saw again and again in the boxes, where you guys got great squares. So you started out for your cube shape, and you had a perfect square, looked good. Now, the next step, to make this a 3D object, you want to bring back your lines on an angle and connect them. And many of you had perfect tops. And then it came time to do your bottom line. And this is a hard thing to wrap your brain around when you're learning to first draw 3D objects. Many of you want to bring this line straight or barely at an angle at all, and then connect it down this way. And if you look at this, that's not a correct angle. Remember, this line, and this line all need to be at the same angle. So if you feel this angle, you feel this angle also actually needs to come back, that line, at the same direction as the rest of them. And so if I wrote something along the lines of your bottom line is too flat, this is exactly what I was talking about. All right, so it's very easy to correct. Just make sure that this line, and this line are all on the same angle, and you will be all set. So the second problem I saw, well, third really, because dark lines there, is that many of you, as you were coming down, bringing down your lines, and it usually happens on this side line, I don't know why, but as you're bringing this down, let's say you brought this line out here a little too short. And instead of making that course correction and bringing the line out, you just bring it in. And so if you look, it wrecks the illusion of 3D because there is, it just doesn't come out the full length that it needs to. So as you're doing that sketching motion, and this is what I'm talking about, it gives you time to sort of see, oh, hey, I need to extend that line a little bit to make this work. All right, so very simple things that you guys can do, and as you practice this more, you get into the hang of it. So that's all for feedback. Let's talk about today's project. Now, what I want you guys to do is to find a bottle, right? Could be a bottle like this one, could be a bottle like our message in the bottle, some sort of bottle shape. And this one needs to be the round bottle, all right? So grab that bottle, and I'm going to set mine off here off screen so that it's at a good spot for me. And I want you to do a sketch of that bottle. So today I want you to do a sketch of a bottle. So grab your paper, grab your pencil, grab your eraser, and grab your bottle. Could look like this bottle. Maybe it looks like this bottle. All right, whatever bottle shape you have, grab it. And I'm going to set mine off the edge of my screen. Now, I want you to make a simple sketch of the bottle, nothing elaborate. And I'm going to show you, just to save time, today, I've gone ahead and already made a sketch of the bottle so you guys can see what I'm looking for. I'm going to pull up on this so you can see a little bit more. There we go. All right, so if you'll note, one thing, when you are drawing a bottle, I want to show you a nice little easy trick, because many soda bottles and seltzer bottles and a lot of bottles you encounter have these ridges on the bottom. They can be really hard when you're first learning to draw to figure out the angle. Quick little trick here. If you look at the bottom of this, this is actually a curve, and we just had lots of practice with cylinders learning to draw a curve. So what I would do is go ahead and lightly sketch on that curve to complete the bottom, and then you can sort of carve out chunks out of the bottom, and it'll help complete that illusion. All right? And then when you're all done, just erase it. And then you know you've got a great looking bottom that is all in alignment, and that's really helpful. Okay, so project 1 today, find a bottle, make a sketch. Are we all good? We got that? Okay. Project 2 today, keep that same bottle. And we're going to do a blind sketch. So what do I mean about a blind sketch of the bottle? Well, let me show you. Here is one I did earlier today. So this is the same bottle you just saw, and I set it off to the side of my desk, and I covered up my hand so I could not see what I was doing, and I drew the bottle completely, you know, without being able to see my lines as I went. And you can see it, I started out pretty well at the top, but as I got towards the bottom, I sort of lost track of where I was. And these can be really fun to do. Some of you may recall that I have done this before as an exercise in class, because it's a great warm-up to get your hand and eye working together. So I'm going to do that right now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to block my view and also draw this upside down, because when I draw right side up for you, that's upside down. So I'm going to make it upside down for me. Let's see how this works. This is going to be wild. Okay, so here. Oh, I don't know that I can draw upside down. Yeah, I'm going to have to draw upside down. I'm sorry, guys. That's too much of a challenge. All right, I'm going to start here. All right, doing the cap, coming around. These are really fun to do with people. If you want a fun challenge, oops, I picked up my pencil. If you want a fun challenge to do with your siblings or with your parents, whoever's at home, I totally recommend, oh, I have no idea where I am now. I totally recommend doing this drawing each other's faces. Okay, let's see how I did. Oh, that's pretty funny. So I'm going to turn this back up around so you guys can see it. So there is my blind bottle drawing. Not actually terrible. All right. So that is task 2. Task 2, blind bottle drawing. Got that? Blind bottle drawing for task number 2. So far today, you've had your draw the bottle regularly. Now you're going to draw the bottle blind. And now your challenge task. So remember that I asked you to find objects that are both round and square. So you've got a round top, square sides, square base, right? Perfect. I showed you guys that I picked the challenge of this base that my friend gave me that has a round tube and sort of a squarish, rectangularish, very oblong body. And what I want you guys to do, this is your more lengthy project. The other 2 won't take you very long at all. This one I want you to spend just a little bit of time on, and you don't have to go nuts. All right, I'm calling this your challenge piece. And so here is what I did for the challenge piece. I had it off on an angle. And what makes it challenging is we are putting together everything that we've talked about so far. It's a little bit circular and a little bit square. So with your practice pieces that you've done the last couple weeks, you've made some sketches of square objects and round objects. So now I'm asking you to put that together in one piece and spend maybe 10 minutes sketching it, all right? It might take you less time if you're well practiced, might take you more time, all right? But that's all I'm asking for you to do today. All right, that's all I have for you today from aboard the USS Corona. So from all of us here, have a great day, stay safe, and don't forget to upload your drawings to me on the Google Classroom if you can. If not, email is working. I now have spreadsheets. I hopefully won't lose things. So from all of us here, bye. Aw, does Polychrome want a color wheel? You do? Aw, Polychrome's been a good boy.